August 22, 2022, Western University mandating COVID-19 booster shots, masking ahead of fall term. I wonder who's funding them. Let's go look. So I just went and Googled Western University and World Economic Forum to see what kind of connections we could find there. So we have John Whaley, William G. Davies, Professor of International Trade and Co-Director of the Center for the Study of International Economic Relations, University of Western Ontario. And I will leave the links to everything I show you in this video down below in the description. Please go click on them yourselves and read it for yourselves. I'm just showing you all the dots connecting. And another one, Craig A. Harvey, Postdoctoral Associate, Department of Classics, Western University. And another globalist, Michael Silverman, Chair of Infectious Disease, Schulich School of Medicine and Dentistry, Western University. And yet another globalist works for Western University, Patrick Denice, Assistant Professor of Sociology, Western University. So now here we are in the Western University website where it shows who they get their external funding from. Always follow the money, folks. And you can look up any of these foundations. They are all funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And there they are, funding Western University. Let's see who else is on this page. There's an interesting one. Ford Foundation, Doug Ford. Health Canada is on there. That's probably to be expected. National Institutes of Health. We know how they like to do their gain of function research and lie to the public. Oh, look at that. Rockefeller Foundation. And like I said, you can check into any of these other foundations, and I guarantee you Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation will be heavily invested into them. Follow the money, folks. Oh, and would you look at that? The Trudeau Institute has a doctoral scholarship at the Western University Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies. Imagine that. Doug Ford's Institute, Justin Trudeau's Institute, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the Rockefeller Foundation, all invested into Western University. So I wonder why they're still pushing for mandates for these boosters and these masks when the science clearly shows that they are doing more harm than good. Everything links back to the World Economic Forum, folks. Oh, would you imagine that? Western Sustainability, they are signed on to the UN Sustainable Development Goals 2030 depopulation agenda. Starting to make sense, folks? And don't worry, Ontario teachers, you're going to be next. The Ontario Teachers Pension Plan is partnered with the World Economic Forum and is also signed on to the 2030 Sustainable Development Depopulation Agenda Goals. So within a couple more weeks, I would expect that the Ontario Teachers Union is going to come on and they're going to start telling you guys, you got to put your mask back on and you're going to have to continue taking boosters if you want to keep teaching. And same thing goes for the parents. If you want to continue sending your children to school, you're going to have to inject your children with a poison that's doing way more harm than good. So funny how all of these agendas always connect back to the exact same folks. The World Economic Forum, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Trudeau Institute if you look hard enough, and now the Ford Institute. I'm going to start looking into him. I didn't even know he had an institute. Now I do. So there you have it, folks. Follow the money, and it always takes you back to the same place. Stay safe, and like we say here in Canada, honk honk.